Yo, what's up? I'm back with the final part of my Chespin pixel art tutorial series. So, where we last left off, we pretty much filled some of the pixel art in with the brown concrete in the last part, and we also did basically the entire outlining of the pixel art, and like basically the arms, the tail, and just basically the details, the inner details of the pixel art. And we're going to go ahead and continue on with this tutorial series by we're going to do the face. We're going to do the face first, and then we're going to do the colors. That's my plan. So we're going to go over to, let's see, let's start on the left side, actually. Start on the left, not the right side. So start on the left side. I feel like it would be easier this way. So let's go over to here, the left side. We're just going to switch to the placement block. Let's go over to these two blocks I had you place going up to the left from these. Technically it's two sets of fives if you count the first block of these five here, technically. So we're gonna go over to these two blocks here. Let's go over the top block on the right side. Starting from there, we're gonna be placing 8 placement blocks to the right. That's 8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 8. There we go. That's 8. That's 8 blocks. 8 placement blocks. Not 10 blocks. There you go. Now let's switch to the black concrete starting the right side of these 8 placements. We're going to place 3 blocks going up. That's 1, 2, 3. It's just like that. Now let's go to the placement blocks. Let's head back over. After this block, we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s going down to the right. That's 2 sets of 2s. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. Let's get these. Now place 5 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's get the placement blocks. And place 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And starting on top of the right block of the 4, we're going to put 1 block on top. Now underneath the right block of the 4, place 2 blocks, no, not 2 blocks, 3 blocks to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then from here, we're going to be placing 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're approaching the very bottom of the mouth. So from this block, from the 4, we're going to be placing, for the lowest part, we're going to place 8 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 8 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 blocks. Alright, I want to make sure this is 8. Okay, good. It is 8. It is 8. Alright, so from this block here, we're going to place 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. So we're going up now. And I place 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And I place 5 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So place some blocks. And I place 2 sets of 2s going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And I place 3 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Alright, once you've placed your 3 blocks going up to the right from these 2 sets of 2s, we're going to be placing 2 sets of 4s going up to the right. That's 2 sets of 4s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. That's 2 sets of 4s. Now let's go over to the first set of the 2 sets of 4s. Let's go over to the first set and the second block on the left side. We're going to put 2 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2. Should look like this. Let's go back. Let's to the top block of the 2 sets of 4s here. From this block here, place 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. And place 5 blocks going horizontal up level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for the biggest part of the mouth, we're going to be placing 14 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 14. Or should I say the tallest? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 14 blocks. Let's go to the placement block. And back over. Now from this block, place 5 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And place 3 sets of 3. Actually, it's not 3 sets of 3s. It is actually 4 sets of 3s. So 4 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 sets of 3s. Let's go to place some blocks. Alright, before we continue on, let's go over to the third set of the 4 sets of 3s I just placed. Underneath it, and then underneath the center block of it, place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1 and 2. It should look like this. Alright, let's go back to the 4 sets of 3s here. From this block here, we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. And I'll fly back here so you can see. Everything should be looking exactly like this so far. So once you've done that, we're going to go back to these 2 blocks going diagonal height to place, going from the center block of the third set of the 4 sets of 3s here. So for this block here, we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. Just 2 sets of 2s. And this is we're working on a teeth, by the way. So for the lowest part of the teeth, we're going to be placing 7 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's place a block. And back over. Now place 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And place 4 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get rid of these. And place 3 blocks going up to the right to finish this off. That's 1, 2, and 3. And if I back up 16, it should be looking like this. Alright, so once you've done that, we're going to switch to the white concrete for a bit now. And so we'll switch to that. Now the white concrete, we're going to go over to the 2 sets of 2s I just placed. Let's go over to the left side of the first set. From here, we'll be placing 4 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 4 blocks. And place 2 sets of 2s going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2 to finish this off. So it should look exactly like this so far now. So once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and fill this little empty space here with the white concrete. So I'm going to do that now. And the same thing with this empty space here with the white concrete. You can go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and do this in real time. I'm not going to time-lapse this or edit it out or anything. So it should look like this once you've done that. So now we're going to go back to the black. We're just going back to the black concrete. Now once you fill that in with the white concrete, we're going to go over to the right here with these 2 blocks, 2 black concretes I had you place, going to the left from these 4 blocks here. The first set of 2 sets of 4s here. Let's go over to these 2 blocks here that's sticking out of it. The second block here. So in this block here, we're going to be placing 7 blocks. Yeah, 7 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is the highest point of the tongue. And now we're going to bring it back down by placing 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And place 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And place 3 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. And then we're going to be placing 6 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So place some blocks. And to finish this off, place 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1 and 2. I'll fly back a bit so you can see. It should be looking like this. Alright, so once you've done that, we're going to switch to the purple terracotta now. Now the purple terracotta, we're going to go over to these 6 blocks going diagonal I had you just place. We're going to go over to the second to last block of it. From this block, place 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 2 sets of 2s. So it's 1, 2, 1 in this block. And 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. You can go ahead and fill this empty space here with the purple terracotta. Do that now. Alright, let's go back to the 2 sets of 2s. This block here, place 2 sets of 3s going horizontal up level to the right. That's 2 sets of 3s. That's 1, 2, 3, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2 sets of 3s. The highest point of the detail of the shading, we're going to be placing 9 blocks going horizontal. Let me see if this is 9. Actually, no, it's 10. So 10 blocks going horizontal on the up level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Now to finish this off, we're going to be placing 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to fly back with 60. It should look like this. So before we kind of do a filling process, I kind of want to do the nose too, so it doesn't look like he doesn't have a nose. So let's go over to the left. Let's switch to the placement block. By the way, we're switching to the placement block. So let's go over to the 3 sets of 4s here. Let's go over the 4s. 4 sets of 3s here. Let's go over to the 4 sets of 3s here. Let's go over to the left block of the same 3 that had you. Just place the 2 blocks going diagonal with the black concrete with underneath the center block of it. So on top, starting on top of the left block of these 3 this time. So on top of it with the placement block, we're gonna be placing 6 placements on top. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's switch to the black concrete starting on top we're going to be placing 4 blocks to the right with the black concrete. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Place some block, or place some blocks. All right, once you've done that, from the right block at 4, place 4 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So place some blocks. All right, now place 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. And place 3 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. All right, so once you've placed your 3 blocks going up to the right, we're going to be placing 7 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 7 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the place a block. All right, from these 7 here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. And place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1 and 2. And place 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2. And place 1 block going down to the right. That's 1. And then 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the right to finish this off. That's 1, 2, 1. And what to do? There's 2 sets of 2s. And it should look exactly like this so far. So before we continue on with the nose, we just fill in the nose really. We're gonna go ahead and fill in the mouth so it goes attention. So we're gonna need we don't need the white concrete for right now, by the way. We can put that away. So switch to the purple terracotta. You need the pink concrete. You also need the nether bricks. So switch to all these blocks here. Oh yeah, same with the snow block. You also need the snow block too. So fill this filling in process. We're gonna start with the snow block because we already filled in this little area with the white concrete. So fill this empty space here with the snow block. This little top empty space here with the snow block. This area gets filled with snow. And once you've done that, switch to the nether bricks. And at the nether bricks, you're gonna fill in this empty space here, this singular empty space. It doesn't nothing cuts it off, so it's just one singular empty space in the center of the mouth. It's just I guess the inner details of the mouth, or just the back part of the mouth. So basically, just fill this in with the nether bricks. And once you've done that, switch to the pink concrete. Now the pink concrete, they're gonna fill in the bottom part of the tongue here. Everything below the purple terracotta outlining here that we created here. Gets filled with gets filled with pink concrete, and once you've done that, switch to purple terracotta, and then the final empty space here, basically everything above the purple terracotta outline here gets filled with purple terracotta. Of course, it's just staying within the outline. So again, this area snow, this area nether bricks, this area pink concrete, and then this area purple terracotta. So go ahead and do that now. And when you're done filling them all in, it should look like this. So now we're going to go ahead and put all these blocks away. I'm pretty sure we're done with the nether bricks. And same thing with the pink concrete and the pink terracotta. You should go ahead and get rid of these completely. I'm pretty sure we're done with the nether bricks too. We don't need that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's basically those blocks are done for. So let's go ahead and make these sorted out here. We're going to switch to some colors here. We're going to need the nether bricks, the red nether bricks, I should say, the red nether bricks, the red terracotta, and the white terracotta. For this next area, we're going to work on that we just outlined with the black concrete. So we're going to switch to the red nether bricks, and we're going to go over to, or just the nether brick. I'm just going to call them that. Let's go over to these 4 blocks here. I had you place in the bottom of the nose. All right, let's go to the right side. From this block, place 1 block on top of the right block. And then place 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. And then place 5 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to finish this off, place 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. I'm going to fill these 2 empty spaces here with the red nether brick. Let's go ahead and do that now. Fill these 2 with the red nether brick. Once you've done that, switch to the white terracotta. Now the white terracotta, we're going to go over to the left side, the top left corner. All right, we're going to go over to these 2 blocks here. How'd you place with the black concrete? So underneath the right block, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1 and 2. All right, and I'll place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower to the left. That's 4 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just give it the placement block, and I'm just going to fill this empty space here with the white concrete. You're going to do that now. Now switch to the red terracotta, and you may have guessed it. We're filling the remaining empty spaces here with the red terracotta. Let's go ahead and fill this in with red terracotta. I'm not gonna edit this out or anything. It's just a very small empty space, so it should look exactly like this once you're done filling that in. And we're gonna need some placement blocks yet again for the eyes this time. So we're gonna work on the left eye, I think. So let's work on the left side, left eye. So we're switch to the placement block. Now, if you place some blocks starting from the top block of these 2 blocks here, on the left side, we're going to be placing 5 placements to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now switch to black concrete. So on the left side of these 5 placements, we're going to be placing 5 black concretes going down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now on top of the 5 that you just placed with the black concrete, place one extra block on top. So that's 1. So in total, it should be 6 blocks here. So it should look like this. Alright, let's go to place some blocks now. And starting from the second to last block of the 5, technically, I had to place on the left side, I'm going to be placing 1 block to the left. That's 1. Alright, now from the bottom block of the 6 in total now. So from this block here, place 6 blocks, and then have 6. 3 blocks going down to the left. That's 3 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3. And for the lowest part of the left eye, we're placing 3 blocks going horizontal on the low to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And we're going to bring it back up by placing 2 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1 and 2. 2 blocks. And place 2 sets of 2s going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 1. And what is it? It's 2 sets of 2s. And then we're going to be placing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're placing 10 blocks going up to the left now. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blocks. So I'm just going to place a block, head back up. Now place 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. And then place 3 blocks going horizontal on the up low to the right for the highest point of the eye. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then place 1 block going down to the right. That's 1. And then place 3 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Now from the bottom block of the 3, I'm going to put 1 block to the left side and 1 block to the right side. And except the one on the right side, place gets 1 below it, so it should look like this. And to cut this off, place 4 blocks going down to the right from this bottom block here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and it should look like this. All right. So now once you've done that, we're going to go over to this block here that's hanging out from the left of the bottom block of these 3 blocks here. So go back to this block here. Place 1 block going down to the left from there. That's 1. And then we're going to be placing 7 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1 and 2. And to finish this off, place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1 and 2. Which will look like this. Now, once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and get rid of these blocks here completely. By the way, you don't need these anymore. I sort of think so. So let's go ahead and switch to the white, the snow block, and we're also going to need black concrete. Starting with the snow block, we're going to fill this singular empty space here that's in the center with the snow block. Let's go ahead and do that now. Fill this in with snow block, and once you've done that, let me just fill this in with the snow block, and we can move on. All right. So once you've done that, it should look like this. Now switch to the black concrete. Now with the black concrete, fill this small empty space. And also this singular empty space that's around the snow block the snow block area we just filled in with the black concrete. So let's go ahead and fill the remaining empty spaces here with the black concrete. Let's fill these in. I don't think I need to edit this out because it's not a big empty space, and it should look exactly like this. As the left eye complete, now we can move on to the right eye. So let's switch to the placement block. Now the placement block, we're going to go over to the 14 black concretes I had you place. We're going to go over to the 3rd block. So we're going to count from the right side here. We're going to count 3 blocks into the left. So this is 1, 2, 3. So on top of this block here, we're going to be placing 5 placement blocks on top. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As switch to black concrete, so on top of the 5 placements, we're going to be placing 3 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. So just go to the placement blocks. All right. Now, starting from the left side, the left block of the 3, place 2 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1 and 2. All right. I'll place 2 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then place 3 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And from the top block of the 3, we're going to put an extra 2 blocks going down. That's 1, 2, just like that, at least on the right side. So it should look like this. All right. Now, from here, we're going to be placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Place 9 blocks going up to the left from these 3 blocks here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, there we go. That's 9 blocks. I want to make sure though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, good. All right, so once you've done that, we're gonna let's go back to these 2 blocks here. Had you just place from the right side of these 3 blocks here. So from the top block of these 2 blocks, we're going to be placing 7 blocks on to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Once you've done that, let's go back to the 9 blocks here. From this block and the top block, place 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. And place 2 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2. And place 3 blocks going horizontal up and low to the right. That's the highest point of the eye. That's 1, 2, 3. And place 1 block going down to the right. That's 1. And place 2 sets of 2s going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. There's 2 sets of 2s. And then we're going to be next we're going to be placing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Place 12 blocks going down to the right. That's 12 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 blocks. So let's go to the placement block. I want to make sure though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, good. Because I always think I am miscounting on these double digits. So, alright. So from this block here, place 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2. And to finish this off, place 1 block going down to the left. That's 1. I'll fly back a bit so you can see that everything should be looking exactly like this so far. This is so that if I'm going too fast, make sure you pause because it's sometimes I may go too fast. Sometimes I probably will go slow. It's just all over the place. So let's go over to the 7 blocks here I had to place. Let's go over to the top block. For this block, we're going to be placing 1 block going up to the right. That's 1. And then place 2 blocks going horizontal up and low to the right. That's 1, 2. And place 1 block going down to the right. That's 1. And then 2 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2. And 5 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And place 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2. And place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1 and 2. And to finish this off, place 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. Now, once you've done that, we're going to switch to the snow block. Now, the snow block, we're going to fill this singular empty space here with the snow block. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's go ahead and fill this singular empty space here with the snow block. Let's go ahead and do that now. It shouldn't take too long because this isn't too much. This isn't too big of an area, so it should look exactly like this when you're done filling it in. Now let's switch to the black concrete. Now the black concrete, you're going to fill this little empty space here with the black concrete, and also as well as this singular empty space here that surrounds this little snow block. This snow block area that we just filled in. Just fill this in singular empty space here with the black concrete. It's basically part of Chespin's little right eye. So yeah, we're basically done with the face now. So we can go ahead and move on to the colors as soon as we're done filling this singular empty space here with the black concrete. And once you've done that, it should look exactly like this. So we're done with the face now, so we can go ahead and move on to the colors. So we're going to go ahead and start with the white concrete and the snow block. Now, let's start on the left side. Let's start from the left and work on our way up. Except for this singular empty space. We're not going to work on this singular empty space here. That is the only exception. I'm just going to leave this little area for last in terms of the details. Except for one part, though. I do want to work on this little detail so that I don't have to do it later on. So let's switch to the dark awkward planks real quick. Let's do that real quick. So it's not too big of an area either. So let's go over to these. Technically, it's 3 sets of 2s here. Yeah, 3 sets of 2s here. But technically, it's 2 sets of 2s here going up to the right from these 7 blocks. Or no, yeah, it is 7 blocks. So let's go over to these 2 sets of 2s that are sticking out from the right from this block here. So let's go over to the left block from this block here. The left block of the second set. So from this block here, place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left, starting underneath it. That's 1 and 2. All right. And to finish this off, place 3 sets of 2s going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. And we're going to go ahead and fill in this singular empty space here with the dark oak planks. I'm just going to do this now. Fill this in with dark oak planks, and it should look exactly like this once you're done filling it in. So I believe that's the dark oak planks done for too. So I don't think we need the dark oak planks anymore, just for that singular thing right there. So yeah, there we go. So let's go ahead and switch to the white concrete for this next part. So let's go over to the left. Let's go over to this singular empty space technically, because there's no shading on this side here, but this side there is shading. So let's go over to these 6 blocks going diagonal into place. with the black concrete. So let's go over to the fourth block. So underneath the fourth block that's going diagonal, we're going to be placing 5 blocks going down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And place 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2. And place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1 and 2. That's 2 blocks. And place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. And place 1 block going down to the left. That's 1. And place 3 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2. And 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. And place 3 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 3 sets of 3s. That's 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 3. That's 3 sets of 3s. I do want to swap these a little bit. There we go. So once you do that, it should look like this. At least so far. Alright, so let's go back to the 3 sets of 3s. From here, place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to be placing 5 blocks. Actually, no, it's 6 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. So that's 6 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And to finish this off, or for the moment of truth, place 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And it should look exactly like this so far. Alright, so once you've done that, we're going to go over to the right. We're going to do the exact same thing, but it's actually going to be different. But it's the same white concrete. We're going to use the white concrete. It's the same color we're using, but it's different. It's different shade. So let's go over to the right. Let's go over to these 4 blocks going diagonal into place. So underneath the 4th block, we're going to be placing 5 blocks going down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And place 3 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And place 2 sets of 2s going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. It's 2 sets of 2s. And to finish this off, place 3 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And once you've done that, everything should be looking exactly like this so far. So we're going to do a little filling in process of Pico's attention. So we're going to start with the snow block. We'll make the snow block, these 2 empty spaces here, as well as those 2 empty spaces get filled with the snow block. And once you've done that, switch to the white concrete. Now the white concrete, this singular empty space here, as well as these 2 empty spaces get filled with white concrete. So again, these 4 empty spaces get filled with snow block, and then these 3 empty spaces get filled with white concrete. So go ahead and do that now. And when you're done filling it in, it should look like this. So now once you've done that, we're gonna go over to the tail, which is these 2 empty spaces. So we're gonna work on the left area here first. So let's switch to the green concrete. Now the green concrete, we're gonna go over to these 6 blocks on horizontal hedge place. Technically it says 2 sets of 6 hedge place. So just go over to the 2 sets of 6. Let's go over to the right block of the second set of the 2 sets of 6. So from this block here on the top of it, we're gonna be placing 8 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 blocks. Now place 4 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then to finish this off, place 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. And once you've done that, we'll switch to the lime terracotta. Now the lime terracotta, we're going to go over to the right. So we're just go over to these 2 blocks, going up to the right from these 2 blocks, going diagonal into place. So from this block here, we're going to be placing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're going to be placing 12 blocks going horizontal to the left. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 blocks. Now place 5 blocks going horizontal upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And place 4 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And to finish this off, place 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And 5 back base, you can see it should be looking exactly like this so far. Alright, so once you've done that, we're going to move on to the right, move on to this area here. So for this area, we're going to switch to the red nether brick. Now the red nether brick, staying within the same column as these lime terracottas here, on the right side of the black concrete here, the top block of these 2 blocks here basically. So from this block, place 4 blocks, oh no, not 4 blocks, 5 blocks to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And place 4 blocks on the horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And place 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to right. That's 1, 2, 3. And place 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to right. That's 1, 2. And if I back, as you can see, that everything should be looking exactly like this so far now. Alright, so once you've done that, we're gonna go ahead and switch to we're gonna do another thing filling in process, so pay close attention. So we're gonna start with the red terracotta. Now the red terracotta, I'm gonna fill in this singular empty space here on the right side. Basically everything above the red nether bricks element here gets filled in with the red terracotta. Once you've done that, switch to the red nether bricks. Now the red nether bricks, we're gonna fill in these 2 empty spaces here with the red nether bricks. And once you've done that, switch to the lime concrete. Now the lime concrete, we're gonna fill in this empty space here with the lime concrete. And once you've done that, switch to the lime terracotta. This empty space here gets filled with lime terracotta. And once you've done that, switch to the green concrete. Now the green concrete, fill this singular empty space here with the green concrete. So again, this area, red terracotta, these 2 areas, red nether brick, and then this area, lime concrete, and then this area, lime terracotta, and then this area, green concrete. So go ahead and do that now. And when you're done filling them all in, it should look like this. So now we're going to move on to the arms. So to get started, or to get things started, we're actually going to get rid of the red nether bricks and the red terracotta officially, because we don't need those anymore. And same thing with the green concrete. And we're going to put away the lime concrete and the lime terracotta for right now. We're actually going to not separate them, but kind of just move these around here. I want to move these around here a little bit before we actually get started on the arms. Make them organized too. If I need them to be organized, I don't think I need to be. I need to be right now. So yeah, all right, let's get started on the arms here. So for the right arm, we're only gonna need the brown concrete and the gray terracotta. Well, if we're working on both arms, we need the black terracotta too. So only the left arm only uses the black terracotta, but we're gonna use the gray terracotta for right now. So switch to your gray terracotta. Now we're gonna go over to the left. Let's go over to these 2 sets of 2 sides place with the black concrete and part one, I believe, of this tutorial series. So let's go over to the bottom block of these 2 blocks on the right side. Place 2 blocks to the right. That's 1, 2. And place 1 block going down to the right. That's 1. Let's move these around. All right. Here, place 1 block going. No, not block. We're actually going to repeat this exact pattern right here I just highlighted. We're going to do that one more time. So that's 1, 2, and 1, just like that. Alright, and place 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then place 1 block going down to the right. That's 1. And then place 4 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 4. That's 4 sets of 2s. And place 1 block going down to the right. That's 1. And then place 3 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. And place 2 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2 sets of 3s. And place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. And place 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And place another 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. And place 2 sets of 4s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. That's 2 sets of 4s. And to finish this off, place 3 blocks on horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And if I back to 60, everything should be looking like this so far. Alright, so once you've done that, we're going to go over to the left arm. And we're going to do the outlining stuff too. Over here. So, we're going to start with the black terracotta. Now the black terracotta, we're going to go over to the 7 blocks the edge place. So, underneath the 3rd block. So, underneath this block here. So, from here, place 2 blocks, not 2 blocks. 2 sets of 2s going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And place 4 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 4 blocks going diagonal. And place 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. It's twos, that's a twos. And place 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to left. That's 1, 2, 3. And to finishes off, place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to left. That's 1, 2. Alright, once you've done that, switch to the gray terracotta. Now the gray terracotta, we're going to go over to the left. We're going to find these 3s. That's a 2s at your place going up to the right. At your place. So let's go over to the second set. From the top block of the second set, place 1 block, not 1 block, 2 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2. And then from there, we're going to be placing 6 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Now place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. And then place 7 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now place 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left to finish this off. That's 1, 2, 3. Now fly back a bit so you can see that everything should be looking exactly like this so far. Alright, so we're going to do another filling in process to pay close attention. So we need all 3 of these blocks here. I'm going to get these organized first. So I'm going to get these organized. Alright, so we're going to need these 3 blocks here. So starting with the brown concrete. Now with the brown concrete, we're going to fill in everything that's above the gray terracotta outlining that we just placed on both arms, basically. So basically this area and this entire empty space here on the right gets filled in with brown concrete. And once you've done that, switch to the gray terracotta, not the gray terracotta. Fill in this empty space and this empty space and these smaller empty spaces here as well with the gray terracotta. And once you've done that, switch to the black terracotta. Now the black terracotta, we're gonna fill in these 2 empty spaces here with the black terracotta. So again, this empty space and this empty space brown concrete, and this empty space and this empty space, including these smaller empty spaces, gray terracotta, and then these 2 empty spaces here with the black terracotta. So go ahead and do all that now. And when you're done filling them all in, it should look like this. So now that you've filled in the arms, what I want you to do is also get rid of these blocks. We don't need these anymore, so we can go ahead and get rid of all these blocks here. Alright, so the only blocks that we're going to need next are only the spruce wood planks, the spruce planks, the birch planks, the lime terracotta, the lime concrete, and the lime concrete powder. So, for this next area, I want to work on this area next. So, before we do that though, let's go ahead and switch to these blocks, and we're going to switch to the lime concrete. Now, with the lime concrete, we're going to go ahead and fill in this empty space here with the lime concrete. Go ahead and do that now. Fill that in with lime. And once you've done that, we're going to go over to let's do the lime concrete powder outlines. But we're going to have to do that with the lime concrete in order to outline for the lime concrete powder. Because if we do that, we're not going to be able to because it falls down, right? So we're going to have to switch to the lime concrete for outlining, just to outline for the lime concrete powder. So switch to lime concrete. Let's go over to these 2s as a 2s. I had to place with the black concrete. And I believe part 1, in this tutorial series. So let's go over to these, the 2s as a 2s. Let's go over to the second set on the right side. Place 4 blocks to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And place 2 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2. And place 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2. And switch these blocks around. Let's switch these around. There we go. Alright. So from here, place 4 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 4 blocks. And place 3 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. And place 2 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 2. There's 2 sets of 3s, and that finishes that off. So it should look exactly like this. So once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and film this smaller empty spaces here between the black concrete and the lime concrete outlining that we just made. These smaller empty spaces. Fill those in, and it should look like this. We're going to also fill in this singular empty space here as well with the lime concrete. So let's go and fill this in with lime concrete. I'm not gonna edit this part out because it's not that big of an empty space. and you'll look like this when you're done filling it in. So once you've done that, we're gonna go over to, let's go over to the top left. Actually, why not? Yeah, let's go over to the top left. So let's go over to this little, I want to say it's an ear. I kind of want to call it an ear. So let's go over to the left ear. So let's go over to this long strip of diagonal blocks. I'm pretty sure it's like 11. Yeah, it's 11 blocks on diagonal height place. I want to see here. Actually, no, it's 12. It's 12 blocks. So let's go over to, I believe it's a 6th block, right? Let me see. It is. I'm pretty sure it's a 6th block. Let's go over to, pretty sure. Yeah, no, yeah, it is a 6th block. So let's go over to 6. So we're counting from the bottom. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on top of this block here, we're going to be placing not two sets of 2s. We're actually going to be placing 4 sets of 2s going up to the left. That's 4 sets of 2s. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 4. That's 4 sets of 2s. And place 2 sets of 3s. Actually, no, not 2 sets of 3s. We're going to be placing 4 sets of 3s going up to the left. That's 4 sets of 3s. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 sets of 3s. Let's go place some blocks. And to finish this off, place 2 sets of 4s going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. That's 2 sets of 4s. And all 5 acrobats, you can see, it should look like this. Alright, so next we're going to do is go over to the right ear this time. I'm just going to call them ears for right now until someone tells me what they are. So, alright, let's go over to the 2 sets of 4s here. Let's go over to the 2 sets of 4s here on the left side of the ear, of the right ear here. Let's go over to the first set. On the starting on the right side of the 3rd block here, place 4 blocks to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then from there, place 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to right. Actually, not 4 blocks there. It's actually 3 blocks. So make it 3, not 4 blocks. So it should look like this. All right. Now place your 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to right. That's 1, 2. And place 1 block going up to the right. That's 1. And then we're going to be placing 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2. And then we're going to go ahead and repeat this exact pattern right here. I just highlighted. We're going to do that 1 more time. So that's 1 and 1, 2, just like that. Okay, now place 5 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go to place some blocks. And place 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. And place 1 block going up to the right. That's 1. And 3 sets of 2s going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. And 1, 2, 3. There's 3 sets of 2s. And then to finish this off, place 3 sets of 3s going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 3. That's 3 sets of 3s. And I'll fly back a bit so you can see. It should be looking exactly like this so far. Alright, so once you've done that, we're going to go over to the center, actually. We're going to go over to the center around. Let's go over to these 6 blocks. Actually, yeah, no, it's 5. These 5 blocks going horizontal. How you place for these? What is it, 14? 14, 15 blocks? It looks like it's like 15. It looks like, yeah, it looks like it's 15. So let's go over to these five blocks here on the left. For the left block of the 5 here, we're going to be placing 12 blocks going horizontal on lower level to the left. So that's 12. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12? Is it really 12? No, it's actually 11. So yeah. So apparently this is 13 and this is 11. So yeah, that's 11 blocks, not 13. So it should look like this. All right. I thought it was 15 for a second, but it's actually 13. So make sure it's 11. It should look like this. All right. So once you have your 11, in this block here, we're gonna be placing 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, it's not 13 here. It's actually 14 technically, because we got 11 here and we got a 3 right next to that. So it'll technically be 14. So it'll look like this. All right. So from these 3 blocks, we're gonna actually add an extra block to the left side of the 3. So it should look like this. Now place 5 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And place 2 sets of 4s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. That's 2 sets of 4s. And place a connected 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. And then for the right block of these 2 blocks, place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1 and 2. And place 2 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2. And place 4 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2. And place 1 block going down to the left. And not 1 block. 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1 and 2. Just like that. And then 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower low to the left. That's 1, 2. And then for the lowest part of this, we're going to be placing 7 blocks going horizontal on the lower low to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 blocks. And that's 6. There we go. 7 blocks. There we go. 7 blocks. That makes kind of first time. Alright. Now place 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper low to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And then 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper low to the left. That's 1, 2. Now 2 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1 and 2. And then 2 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then starting on the top block of these 2 blocks, place 1 block to the left side. And then place 3 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. And then to finish this off, place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1 and 2. Now fly back as you can see that everything should be looking exactly like this so far. Alright, so once you've done that, we're actually gonna switch to lime terracotta. Actually, before we do that, we have one more to do. One more line to go with the lime concrete before we actually move on to the lime terracotta. So let's go over to the right. Actually, let's just go over to this little area here. It's actually to the very right side of this little singular empty space here. Let's go over to these, I believe, 10 blocks. I want to say. Let's see. No, it's 9 blocks. Never mind. It's actually 9 blocks. So let's go over to the technically, at least counting from the left side. Let's count 2 blocks in, and this is the second block here. Underneath the second block, place 1 block below. All right. Now from there, or from here, place 3 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 3. That's 3 sets of 3s. Now place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place 2 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 2. It's 2 sets of 3s. And then 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 sets of 3s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That is 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 3. That's 3 sets of 3s. And then to finish this off, place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll fly back as you can see. Everything should be looking exactly like this so far. Alright, so once you've done that, now we can switch to the lime terracotta. Now the lime terracotta, we're going to go ahead and go over to the right. I'll go over to exactly where we left off at. Let's go over to these 4 lime concretes I actually placed underneath the 3rd block. We're going to be placing 6 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then from there, we're going to be placing 10 blocks so horizontal on the upper level to the left. So that's 10 blocks, so it's switch these around. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go, 10 blocks. Alright, now place 5 blocks so horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 4 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place 5 sets of 3s actually. 5 sets of 3s going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 5. That's 5 sets of 3s here. Place some blocks. And then place 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. Or technically it's 4 actually. Technically it's 4. So place 4 blocks. We're going over the outline, but it's fine. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1 hanging out on the left of this block here, basically. So it should look like this. Alright, now place 2 blocks going down to the left from this block here. That's 1, 2. And then 1 block going down to the left. That's 1. And then 5 sets of 2s going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and 1, 2, 5. That's 5 sets of 2s. Just going to place some blocks. And then to finish this off, place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1 and 2. And I'll fly back as you can see. Yeah, it should be looking like this. Alright, so once you've done that, we're going to go over to the 9 blocks again, except on the left block. On top of the left block of these 9 blocks, instead, we're going on top of it. From here, place 3 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, and 3. Alright. Now place 3 sets of 2s going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. Now 3 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Now 3 sets of 4s going up to the right. That's 3 sets of 4s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. That's 3 sets of 4s. Alright, so now that you've placed your 3 sets of 4s, we're going to be placing 10 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 blocks. Okay. Now, we're going to be placing 5 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 4 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 sets of 3s going up to the left. To finish this off, that's 1, 2, 3. 1 and 1, 2, 3, 2. There's 2 sets of 3s. And that should look exactly like this. Alright, so once you've done that, we're going to go to these 6 blocks going diagonal I had to place in the first part of this tutorial, I believe. Let's go over to the 3rd block of it. So on the left side, it shouldn't be too hard to find, by the way. It's literally just a few blocks away from where we just left off. So let's go over to the 3rd block. On the left side, place 3 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. And then place 3 blocks on horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And to finish this off, place 1 block going down to the left. That's 1. And then I'll fly back a bit so you can see that everything should be looking exactly like this so far. So before we actually continue on, or just fill these in really, I would like to do this little area too. So let's go ahead and switch to, just maintain with the lime concrete here. Or lime terracotta, I meant to say. Let's go over to these 5 blocks here, the same 5 that I had to come from with these 11 lime concretes I had to place. Let's go over to the left block. On top of the left block this time, place 2 sets of 2s going horizontal up a level to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. Alright, now next we're going to be placing is 8 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's 8 blocks going diagonal. Let's go over all the placement blocks and then head back up. Now place 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. And then 1 block going up to the right. That's 1. And then 5 sets of 2s going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, and 1, 2, 6. 6 sets of 2s. 6 sets of 2s? I meant 5. There we go. 5 sets of 2s. Alright. And then to finish this off, place 2 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1 and 2. It should look like this. Make sure it's not 6 sets of 2s. It is 5 sets of 2s. I miscounted for a second there. Alright. Now let's switch to the lime concrete. Now, the lime concrete, we're going to go over to... We're actually going to go back to the 5 sets of 2s with the lime concrete edge place. Or lime terracotta. Let's go over to the bottom block of the last set. Or the 5th set of the 5 sets of 2s here. On the left side, place 2 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2. And place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left with the lime concrete. So let's do that now. That's 1 and 2. That's 2 blocks. And then 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1 and 2. And place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1 and 2. And then 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1 and 2. Again. This is a little counter here. I should have said just do it like 1 or 2 more times. So again, 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1 and 2. And then 2 sets of 2s. 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That is 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. There's 2 sets of 2s. It should look exactly like this. Alright, so once you've done that, we're going to go over to the left. We're going to go over to the left side of this area here. We're going to go over to these 4 blocks going horizontal hedge place. It's right next to these left 5 here. The 5 that's on the left side of these 14 blocks here. Let's go over to the 2nd block on top of it. From here, we're going to be placing 7 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. That's 7 blocks. Alright. Now place 2 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 2 blocks going diagonal up to left. That's 1 and 2. That's 2 blocks. And then place 3 sets of 2s going up to left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. And then 2 sets of 3s going up to left. That's 1, 2, 1. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 2. There we go. Alright. And then place 3 sets of 2s going up to left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's another 3 sets, 2 sets of 3 sets of 2s again, so it should look like this. Alright, so the last thing we're gonna do with the lime concrete when it comes to lime concrete outlining anyways, is we're gonna go over to these 2 blocks ahead place, going down to the right from these. Technically, is it 9? Yeah, it's 10 actually. It's 10 blocks. Let's go over to the bottom block of the 10 on the right side. Place 1 block on top. So that's 1 of these 2 blocks here, basically. All right, now place 4 blocks on up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place 3 blocks on up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then 2 sets of 2s going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then place 1 block going up to the right. Up to the right. That's 1. And then 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. And place. We're actually gonna repeat this exact pattern right here. I just highlighted. We're gonna do that an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more times, or technically 5 more times. So let's do that 5 more times. That's 1 and 1, 2, 1, 1 and 1, 2, 2, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 1, 2, 4, 1 and 1, 2, 5. That's 5 more of those. So I'll go ahead and get rid of these and fly backwards. You can see that it should be looking exactly like this. All right. Now from this block here, place 1 block up to the right first. That's 1, and then place 2 sets of 2s going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2. There's 2 sets of 2s. And to finish this off, place 2 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1 and 2. Go 5 back a bit so you can see that everything should be looking exactly like this so far now. So we're gonna do a little filling in process and pay close attention. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the lime concrete powder. Now the lime concrete powder, we're gonna go ahead and fill this these 2 empty spaces, these empty spaces at the top of the center here, as well as this empty space, as well as that empty space, and this empty space here, as well as these 2 empty spaces, as well as this empty space, and also this empty space and this empty space of the lime concrete powder. And once you've done that, switch to the lime concrete. Now the lime concrete, you may have guessed it, you're going to fill in this singular empty space here. Same with the outline. Again, this singular, it doesn't, I guess this cuts off here, but you can go ahead and fill this in with lime concrete if you want to. Go ahead and do that now. Man, basically it doesn't cut off. It just doesn't cut off. It's just one singular empty space. But although these 2 areas are separate, which is fine because it's a complete opposite side. It's a complete opposite area, but it's the same color. So basically, fill this empty space here with the lime concrete. And once you've done that, oh yeah, it goes a little bit up here too. So don't forget about that. All right. So once you've done that, switch to the lime terracotta. Now the lime terracotta, you may have guessed it. Basically, everything on the right or below the lime terracotta outline here gets filled in with the lime terracotta here. So basically, these empty spaces, as well as this empty space, this empty space, and well, I guess above too. So this area, these 2 areas too. These 2 areas get filled with lime terracotta as well. But also this area, this is singular, or these 2 empty spaces get filled with lime terracotta. All right. So let me go ahead and replicate this. So again, with the lime concrete powder, fill this empty space, these 2 empty spaces, these 3 empty spaces, these 2 empty spaces, this empty space, these 2 empty spaces, this empty space, these 2 empty spaces down here. Because there's also an empty space right over there. Fill that in with lime concrete powder too. This empty space right here is what I'm talking about here. So you can just do that right now actually, so you don't forget. So yeah, fill this empty space, in with lime. Fill all this in with lime concrete powder. Of course, staying within the yellow line. Fill all these in with lime concrete powder. And once you've done that, switch to the lime concrete, not the lime concrete. Fill these two empty spaces here. These two empty spaces get filled with lime concrete again. And once you've done that, switch to the lime terracotta, and then the remaining empty spaces basically here, underneath the lime terracotta, outline at kind of above too. This little thing, just basically fill these two empty spaces with lime terracotta. Although these also get filled in, and as well as that empty space, and as well as that empty space gets filled with lime terracotta. So go ahead and do that now. And when you're done filling them all in, it should look like this. So we're now on to the final part, which is this area. So we're going to go ahead and completely get rid of all the green blocks, and we're going to only need the spruce wood planks and the birch wood planks. Very exciting. So we're going to go ahead and switch to the place and block for this. I'm pretty sure we're going to need the place and block. I forgot to get rid of that green concrete powder before I actually started this. So let's go ahead and switch to the spruce wood planks, because we're going to need the spruce wood planks, and we're going to go ahead and move on. So let's start on the bottom, actually. Let's start with these bottom areas here. Let's go over to these 7 sets of 2s here at your place. Let's go over to the third set. So this block here. It's on the right block. On top of the right block, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1 and 2. And place 2 sets of 2s going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1 to 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then we're going to be placing 7 blocks going up to the right. That's 7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's 8. There we go. There's 7 blocks. All right. Now place 2 sets of 2s going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1 to 2. 2 sets of 2s. And place 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. And to finish this off, place 4 blocks on a horizontal up below to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And it should look exactly like this so far now. So now that you know that, we're going to go over to the right this time. We're going to find the right foot again. We're going to go over to this little T-shape, the sideways T-shape here. I had you make in part 1 of the tutorial. Very beginning of the tutorial, actually. Actually, the very beginning of it. So on top of this block here, place 1 block on top. That's 1. And then place 3 sets of 2s up to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1 to 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. And place 5 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. 2 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1 and 2. And then 2 sets of 2s going horizontal up below to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1 to 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then place not the final thing we're gonna do this for. We're gonna do for the moment of truth, place 7 blocks on the horizontal up below to the right. That has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it should look like this when you're done with the awning, just like that. All right. So all right, one more to go. One more outlining to do with these spruce planks to go. So let's go over to the left side. You should find this long strip of black concrete that's going straight up. So it's right after the 3 blocks going up to the left, by the way, for these 2 sets of 2s. Let's go over to the left. Let's go over to the second block of these. Was it 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 11. It's actually 11. Okay, so it's 11. So let's go to the second block of 11. Place 4 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and 1 to 4. That's 4 sets of 2s. Then place 3 blocks on horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And for the lowest part of this little shading here, we're going to be placing 9 blocks on horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 blocks. Alright, now place 4 blocks on horizontal on the upper level to the right. So we're going up now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And place 3 blocks on horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And place 4 blocks on horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to be placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're placing 16 blocks going horizontal on the upper level direct. It's 16. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 16 blocks. Okay. Now we're going to go down a little bit now by placing 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level direct. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place another 7 blocks going horizontal on the lower level direct. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going again down. All right. Now we're going to bring it back up by placing 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level direct. That's 1, 2. And then 2 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1 and 2. And then 2 sets of 2s up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. Okay. Now, next we're going to be placing is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. Place 10 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now we're going to switch sides by placing 4 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place 5 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2 sets of 3s going up to the left to finish this off. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2 sets of 3s, and I'll fly back a bit so you can see. Everything should be looking exactly like this so far. So, we're going to go ahead and do a filling in process and pay close attention. The last and final filling in process. So, we're going to go ahead and start with the birchwood planks. Now, with the birchwood planks, you can fill in this empty space, this empty space, and this extremely large empty space that goes from here, going all the way up to the face or the head, and it just basically just one singular empty space, one singular large empty space with the birch planks. And once you've done that, switch to the spruce planks, and once you've filled these in with birch, you're gonna fill in the remaining empty spaces basically. So this empty space, including the smaller empty spaces, by the way. That empty space, this entire empty space here that loops all the way down here to the right, even the right and the right foot here. I'm going in between there and over to the left side, and then it's just one singular empty space. Nothing just cutting it off, except for these little empty spaces here. Just fill these in with these spruce planks. I'm actually in fact going to fill these in smaller empty spaces, and right now fill that empty space, the smaller ones anyways. With the spruce planks. So once you've done that, it should look like this. And now you can go ahead and fill in these 2 empty spaces with birch, or with spruce planks, and then these remaining empty spaces with the birchwood planks. So I will see you right after this filling in process. So yeah. And when you're done filling them all in, it should look like this. Well, there you have it. A tutorial on how to make my Chespin pixel art. I hope you guys enjoyed my pixel art of Chespin. I enjoyed making it myself. That was, I guess, back then. But yeah, I enjoyed looking at it too. I still, to this day, love looking at this pixel art. It's one of my favorite pixel arts that I've made back in. It was probably my favorite old pixel art. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed making this. Also, I really like the look of it. It's just nice to look at. It's so much nicer than the older ones. At least most of the older ones that I made. Squirtle looks decent. Blastoise, he's not the best looking either. But he's still decent, still pretty decent looking. And in terms of detail, I would say he looks pretty good. But in terms of pixel art itself, not really too much of a fan of it. But I do like the details of Blastoise. He's overall decent pixel art. Pikachu, my old Pikachu pixel art sucked, so I remade him, and I completely redid him, and yeah, he looks so much nicer now. It's just the shading wasn't I just didn't go too crazy with the shading with Pikachu. So yeah, this pixel art is very nice looking too. Not only does it look nice to look. Not only is it nice to look, is this pixel art nice to look at, but also the detail is also pretty nice to look at. It's got some pretty good detail. I like the detail that I did put with the pixel art. It's pretty nice looking. It's a lot nicer than let's say Squirtle. Squirtle doesn't look that detailed, and I actually put quite a bit of detail into Chespin here, which is pretty nice. A lot. The more detail there is, the better it looks. To be honest. So yeah, this was Chespin the tutorial series completed. All of the old pixel arts I have completed. And yes, okay. So my plan for my next pixel art. I mean, I'm probably gonna be showcasing it, and I'm probably gonna end up showcasing it right after this. So yeah, be on lookout for that. But I'm not gonna probably not gonna upload the showcase video today. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So yeah, because I don't want I don't want to upload a video, two videos a day. Because that would be not good. So yeah. Alright, that wouldn't be fun for me. So yeah. This pixel art, it's done. Very glad that I was able to pull through all the old pixel arts that I made. All the like kind of very big pixel art. Very big pixel arts, And this is the last one. I'm glad it's done. I'm glad all of them are done. So yeah, this is me. This was the pixel art, and yes, remember to eat your greens, stay healthy, stay hydrated. You guys nailed the drill by now, and peace.